Okay, this family is doing a board and train with me for a dog that is very, very reactive of other dogs and a little nervous of people. And then, of course, just general obedience and communication. And see how messy this is? I'm just kind of getting to know this dog. This is Dublin. He's a young dog. And I'm just kind of getting to know him. So I just wanted to show a little bit of the beginning. It's kind of messy. I'm just getting to know him. There are 3 main turns that we're doing. An engagement turn, which is me moving back. A boring turn, just a normal turn. And then an inside turn. And so these are the things that I'm going to be going over with the owners and coaching them on. And I hope that it's something you can learn from. If you are thinking about using training tools, a gentle leader, a prong collar, an e-collar, even though technically food is a training tool. If you're thinking about using these other types of training tools, I highly suggest that you start with something like this, just to build some muscle memory with your dog, a little bit of a relationship with your dog in terms of movement and food, moving on the outside, moving on the inside, following food, following body language, things like that. I highly suggest trying something like this before you layer something like that on top of it. Little side note here on these inside turns, I start with my leash kind of up and out because I didn't want to bump into him. He's a little nervous of newer people. So see, up and out, didn't want to bump into him. I didn't know how he'd respond to it. But once it looked like he was doing good, I went back to a more relaxed guidance backwards and moving in with him physically. So I just wanted to point out, you can look at that after the video's over if you kind of want to reabsorb what I'm saying after you get some more guidance. My goal is that turn right there, a turn with no leash pressure. That's what I'm working towards, with just a little guidance, and my body language does it because the dog's learned. So that's the end goal. But that initial up in the air and out was so I didn't have to bump into him being new to this. And now I'm just switching up the turns just because I thought he was like kind of feeling the pressure. So there's a lot of nuance to this, and I hope that gives you just a little bit of insight into kind of the next level of what I'm thinking as the trainer working with a dog.
2 main turns you guys are going to learn today that I want you practicing like crazy in the house, as well as like just right outside of where you live. Like, don't go for a walk, don't try to walk by dogs, nothing like that. It's really just about building the muscle memory of the routines. So this is me just trying to teach him that if you follow me, you get food. So there's 2 types of turns. When he's not paying attention to me, there's your engagement turn, which is really just, see, you just move back and turn and walk. Okay. And so anytime he's distracted in any way, shape, or form, rather than turning like this and disconnecting with my dog, when he's already not really paying attention to me, it's just a much more engaging turn because it looks like come is what it looks like. And so as soon as the dog's not paying attention to you, you move back. Good. Move back, draw them into you. Freeze while they take the treat, and then turn and walk and ignore them. They go out ahead again, move back, food, turn and walk.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Move back, food, turn and walk. So the idea is, especially with such a big dog, you can't just take a couple steps back. So even if he's paying attention to me, I don't want to just take a couple steps back and feed, because his body is still curved. So the point is to get him in a straight line in front of you.
Okay.
So it does take, good sit, it does take like a few steps to line him up.
That way you can turn around and
turn and walk, yeah. It's also crucial, especially with how bitey he is, I didn't need that nail anyway, is to pause when you feed him and brace the food against your leg. You can brace it next to your leg, but I prefer people just go on top of their knees, like perfect height for him. Because if you're in motion and you feed him like this, he can push my hand. Even if I stiffen my whole arm, he can push my hand. And so it seems very permissive and it encourages pushiness. So if I brace it on my leg, it's not going anywhere. and he shoved his face into my leg. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So he gets the food, oh, hello, and then turn and walk.
Okay.
Okay. Now I want him walking on the left, and then you're feeding from the right. So dog on the left, leash on the left, feed on the right.
So we get away from him to basically ignore me, right?
Yeah, just start. So he's, there you go. So he's gonna be used to being on the other side
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, so just walk towards me.
Yep.
Now just back up. Piece of food on the knee. Good. Turn. Yep, and walk. Back up. Piece of food on the knee. Turn and walk. Yep. Back up. So as soon as he goes out ahead of you, you're drawing him back into you over and over and over and over again. Yep. Turn and walk. Now he's jumping up to get it because you're not bending down enough with the food. Move back.
Yep. Hey, come on.
And then that food's waiting for him.
Yep.
A little lower. You don't want him to have to look up for the food. You build drive that way. That's not what we're trying to do. Move back. Good. Food. Nice. Turn and walk towards me. Just pull him forward and he does that. Yeah, good. Freeze. Turn and walk. Bingo. Good. Now relax your other arm. You can grab a little closer if you want. Eat up a little slack. There you go. Good. Turn and walk. Arm down. Nice and relaxed. Elbow down, I should say. There you go.
It's like a dance.
Yes, it is. Now try to move, turn and walk all the way in. No, move back. Freeze, yeah. Turn and walk. Good. Now just do a normal turn. Just normal turn. Once he's with you like crazy,
Yeah.
just turn and walk. Other way. Yep. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Yep. Nice. Slow down even more. And if he does that, just pull him back and keep walking.
Okay.
If he crosses enough in front of you to trip you up.
I think you'll have to be watching me a lot to make sure I don't
Yeah.
mess this up.
Also,
Record
you're
ourselves.
naturally a very fast walker.
Yeah.
Most people are. I used to be 20 years ago before I started doing this. I really dug into the slower work about 10 years ago. Now my husband's like, you're so slow all the time. So see how he's starting to get more distracted on that turn now?
Yeah.
Go back to your rock backs
Okay.
on that turn over there until he's kind of more with you again. Yeah, oh, good adjustment. That was a great adjustment. And move back. So, move back, not a turn. Because he's being more wily over there, sniffing. Normal, yep. So basically what you're doing is you're starting to judge when you need a normal turn to calm him down versus an engagement turn to get his attention.
Okay.
Because if you do nothing, go ahead and just pause for a second. Just pause. If you go outside and you do nothing but this, you're gonna have him demand barking, crossing in front of you, staring at you like, where's my food? Because you're conditioning him to get food on every single turn. You don't want that either. So basically what you're doing is every time he pulls, every time he sniffs, every time he hears the neighbor and he looks, and he's disconnected from you, you do the rock back move.
Okay.
Then on the next turn, if he's right there with you, you just turn like a normal human. And nice and slowly. There's no good boy. There's no, like, you don't make a big deal about it. You just keep playing with those two things. And if he's staring at you like glue and trotting next to you, like he started to do in here, you probably need to ignore him for a few turns.
Okay.
Until he comes, because you're regulating his energy is what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And too much food work makes them maniacs, right? So yeah, okay, cool. For a second, yeah, it's gonna look like, let's go. Good. I want that leash loose.
Okay.
and then I'm feeding him from here. Don't try to accidentally pull it back here. So there's that, and then I just need you to have a little more, momentum. Once you get his attention, but then just make sure you freeze when he gets the food, or he's gonna take your fingers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's done that to me.
Good, don't forget your freeze though. Don't feed in motion. So move back. More moving back. You need to be taking at least 6, 7 steps.
Okay.
For something like this. Go, go, go. Go, 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 but keep going, and then freeze. Here, I'm gonna do it with you.
Okay.
Come up here. Move back, move back, move back, move back, and freeze. And freeze. Let's just do it again. Get a piece of
Just
that.
as much training for him as it is for me.
Oh yeah, it is. Move back, back, freeze. And then release the food. That's all right. Well, he also didn't have a harder one to work off of either. Move back, freeze. There you go. What's happening is you're going too slow.
Okay.
So he's already to you, but he's not, like, he didn't have to work very hard. It's like
Right.
you were just right there. When you're working off of a bigger distraction, make him work a little harder.
Okay.
And make it more crisp, where it's like move, 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 freeze, turn and walk normal.
Okay.
Freeze, nice, turn and walk. A normal turn, because he doesn't care about anything over there. Good. But you gotta relax the leash in between though.
Oh, okay, got it.
You can't have a tight leash the whole time.
Yeah, right.
So relax the leash completely. Yeah. Now pull back and move in. Yeah. A little bit more slack. A little bit too much. There you go. And move in. Good. Now let's go back a little bit. Instead of out, let's go back.
Okay.
Try it and move it. Yeah, there you go. And then relax.
Come on.
Well, so there's that was better. So here's the next part of this. Make sure you're aiming between the shoulder and the jawline with your leg.
Okay.
So you're
Over
aiming
top.
for the neck. Yeah,
Okay.
right in front of the shoulder. That's gonna turn him like a horse. Yeah, there you go. Yep, there you go. He's like, oh my God, Dad, moving into me? What is this?
I don't know what's happening, but
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, sorry, bud.
No, he's fine.
I
Keep
got
going.
2 left feet.
Go back. He's not getting out of your way. There you go. Relax your leash. There you go. Now, do it without sliding so much up on the leash.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, a little more casual. You're making it a little too obvious what you're about to do. So just be a little more subtle about it. Yeah, nice. Now just freeze. Now what? So something like this, I can't do an inside turn, not just because of the desk, but he's too far in front of me. So I switch, draw him in, loose leash, food, right? So that's just an example.
Got it.
Okay.
But if I can catch him ahead of time, so strong. If I can catch him ahead of time, I can pull back. But look, if I go in this way, it doesn't help. So you have to get to him where you can walk in front of the shoulder. That's your leverage
Got it.
to get him out of your way. There we go. Now he's paying attention. Good. Good boy.
Then I have to remember the rock back. He goes out, and I
Too
can't
far.
get in front of him.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, exactly. Inside turn. Just keep practicing. Good. Love how he's looking at you. Good. Do it again. Yep, good. And relax. Yeah. Inside turn. Now do a normal turn. Just normal turn. Yeah. Inside. Good. Now look at me for just a second. I understand why you're doing what you're doing because you're trying to avoid hitting the dog bed. Just step on it if you can.
Okay.
I want you to pretend this is a diagonal sidewalk
Okay.
right here. The reason why, and I bet you do this on the sidewalk too, is you're acting like a person turning left in a little car, not a semi truck, a little car who goes like this.
That is actually how I drive, so.
Not in little cars. It's not necessary. So you're just gonna go forward
Turn that off.
and then turn right in, like with no, with like not letting him know you're about to do it. Because what's happening is you're accidentally pulling him a bit this way and then moving him, which is confusing.
Okay.
So just keep it clean. Just keep like a nice diagonal, like aim for right here, and then maybe it won't hit my bag, my bed. Go ahead, turn in. There you go. Good. 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 Pause for a second. I meant to have you do this too, and I forgot. See how you're I want you to switch your hand hold. So you're holding like this where the leash is like with your thumb. Grab it overhand. Other hand. I'm talking about the other
this.
hand. Yeah, there you go. You will be much stronger that way.
Okay.
Okay, start walking again.
And I was doing the same thing where I had it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, well you switched back and forth a few times.
Okay.
That's why I was about to tell you, and then
Oh
I
yeah, this does feel better.
get focused on something else. Yeah, so yeah, you bump right into him. That's appropriate. Because he's not getting out of your way, so it's totally fine. Good, yeah. He's starting to watch for you now. So that's what I want.